Do this. She will think about you non-stop. I'm going to give you 6 rules now. She won't sleep because of you. She will always think about you, so I'm going to solve your problem right here, right now. Let us go. While she is on your mind, are you also on hers? You might not know it right now, but this is how to make a girl think of you both in person and through text. Everyone has spotted someone they thought was attractive while riding the bus. Of course, the moment you see them, you fall in love, but that's not what's important to you. How to make a girl think of you is your main issue. You've come to the perfect location if you want a girl to think of you over text, or if you want her to think of you naturally. You know you're constantly thinking about her, but does she feel the same way? Possibly and possibly not. Make sure you are speaking the same language. However, how can you be if you aren't in her thoughts? Whether you are acquainted with her or not, it is wonderful to constantly be in someone else's thoughts. Possessing her in your thoughts has its advantages. Making the next move won't be as difficult once you've established yourself in her thoughts. How to make a girl think about you. Don't panic right now. Naturally, you don't want her to think only about you. You can work on getting to know her and asking her out once you've entered her head. You should have a clear idea of where you want things to go before you start. There is no use bothering you if you don't have a purpose, since she will be thinking about you for nothing. You'll need to make her think of you if you want to date her. But how do you achieve that? Go on reading. If you follow these instructions, you'll be ingrained in a girl's memory. 1. Have a goal in mind. Don't bother doing this if all you're doing is it to stroke your ego. Please, guy. You can't act like that with people. That should be your aim if you like her and want to date her. Determine your desired outcome for this and then work toward it. You'll be keeping it in mind when you speak to her if it's to ask her out on a date. 2. Don't always be there. You can't always be there if you want her to remember you. Don't show up all the time. Of course, you might think that as long as you're attached to her, no other guy will be able to get in. But if you're always there, it makes you seem needy and clinging as well. Additionally, girls never fell in love with desperate men. Give her some room to breathe so that she can begin to consider you. If you don't, you'll simply suffocate her thoughts. 3. Go slow. You want to move quickly. The following day, you ask her out, and the following day, you begin dating because you want her to think about you. However, the truth is that you must move slowly if you want her to remember you. It's similar to cooking stew. Yes, you can cook it quickly, but it takes time for the real flavors to come out. It will take time to increase the tension between you two. For easy with the texting. We all use texting to communicate, but there is a limit to how much is acceptable. The error that so many people commit is this. Don't text her every 5 minutes, instead, let a text discussion end naturally. Allow her to breathe. As long as you're always there, she won't miss you. 5. Don't follow the routine. Change the schedule if you usually text each other at night. People enjoy spontaneity, so doing something different from the norm will make her think about you. Why? Because you're bucking the relationship pattern you've established with her. She typically is aware of your departure times for work and texting plans. You keep her on her toes and the edge of her seat by breaking the usual. 6. Surprise her. Okay, you don't have to have a picnic with her or lie under the stars. Of course, you are free to do that if you so choose, but it is not required. Surprises don't have to be grand and elaborate. They only require some work to be put into them. She will be surprised if you give her a book she loves or something that makes her think of you. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel so that we can make more helpful videos.